Hello everyone, welcome to the final lecture for this semester, and I hope that you guys are all staying safe. So we are going to continue talking about integration, and I will introduce two more methods in integrating a function. So the idea for the first topic is on integrating by substitution. So we would like to introduce a new variable to simplify the expression. And the reason why we do that is because it may be because the initial expression is just too complicated if you wanted to expand, or at the first glance you cannot integrate it. So in this case, it may be beneficial to introduce some new variables that we can introduce and we can integrate this simplified function. So let's have a look at a few examples. So in example A, we see that expanding the expression x squared plus 10 to the exponent of 50 times, that's gonna be very hectic, so we are not going to do that. Instead, let me introduce a new variable. So let me denote u as x squared plus 10. So I'm going to rewrite this expression solely in terms of u's and du's. So because the u is x squared plus 10, I'm going to take the derivative of the function u with respect to x right away. So this implies that du dx is 2x. So this by itself, you can look at it as du over dx as a fraction that equals to 2x. So I can manipulate this part and I can isolate for du. So then du becomes 2x dx. Now I'm going to rewrite the whole initial expression in terms of u's. So it becomes integral of x squared plus 10 was substituted with the u, and all that to the exponent of 50. Then we still have the expression 2x dx, but I'm going to substitute du for 2x dx. So this becomes the integral of u to the exponent of 50 du. So I have converted everything in terms of u's and du's. Now this is an easy expression to integrate. So integrating that, we get u to the exponent of 51 over 51, and don't forget to add a c. And at the end, we want to sub in back with the original expression. So the u was x squared plus 10 to the exponent of 51 all over 51 plus c. Okay, so this was an example of an indefinite integral. Now we look at an example with a definite integral where we have to evaluate the bounds. So if you look at example B, the exponent here, the exponent on the e is an expression itself. And if you look at it more carefully, the degree on the exponent is 2. This represents the degree on the exponent. And remember that when you take the derivative of a function, you reduce the exponent by 1. So in other words, the exponent 2, when you take the derivative, it will just become exponent of 1. And here on the coefficient, you have exponent 1. So this substitution will work. So I'm going to substitute whatever is on the exponent of e with a u. So let u equal to negative c x squared. So this is the expression that is on the exponent. Right away, once I have the u, I'll take the derivative of u with respect to x. So taking the derivative, we get negative 2cx. Okay. Now, this expression, I'm going to manipulate it in a way so that it will substitute for x and dx part in the original expression. So what can I do to rearrange this in this form? So on one side, I would like to get x and dx. On the other side, I would like to get all the other variables. So let me bring the dx to the right-hand side and the negative 2c to the left-hand side. So then we get negative 1 over 2c du equal to x dx. So all I have done was to rearrange the terms, and I got x dx on the right-hand side, just so that I can substitute negative 1 over 2c du to the original expression for x dx. So let me rewrite the integral. So I'm going to write it without the bounds, and then I will throw in the bounds to evaluate the value. So here we end up integrating e to the exponent of u, and x dx is going to be substituted with negative 1 over 2c du. So I'm going to take out the coefficient because the integral properties allows you to do that. So let me take out 1 over 2, negative 1 over 2c. And we end up integrating e to the u du. So this is an easy expression to integrate. So we just get e to the u plus c. But we need to sub in for the original expression. So, so we get negative 1 over 2c e to the exponent, which is negative cx squared plus c. But keep in mind that this is a definite integral, so you will have to plug in the values. And once we do that, we get rid of the plus c portion. So the last part is we need to evaluate the integral, the expression that we just integrated. So let's evaluate this expression. And we talked about how to evaluate from last lecture. So first of all, we are going to sub in a, and then we will sub in 0.